Guys, I just got back from the future, and I saw who won the Super Bowl. But I can't tell you exactly which team won the Super Bowl because, I just can't. So I'm going to give you a few teams. And one of them, is going to win the Super Bowl this season. Guys, I have a confession to make. I didn't actually just time travel. I know it looked like I really did and stuff, but I actually don't know who's going to win the Super Bowl. I actually didn't see that. This is just what I feel. I feel one of these teams is going to win the Super Bowl. So this list is not in any particular order or anything. I just believe one of these teams is going to win the Super Bowl. So let's start things off with last year's Super Bowl champion, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So Tom Brady is having another outstanding season. I mean, he's just playing on another level this year. He's literally bringing a new meaning to the word GOAT. Right now, he has 21 touchdowns and 3 interceptions on the season. This offense is really one of the best in the league. This defense has kind of underperformed a little bit this year, but that is because there are so many injuries to players on this defense, especially in that secondary. But guess what? The secondary is starting to get healthy now, and once this team is really back and healthy, it's literally going to be the same team that we saw win the Super Bowl last season. So the Rams, this is another team with a really, really good offense. This offense is really special. They can do a lot of creative things. This offense is honestly just really, really fun to watch. Stafford, he can also just throw the ball 50 yards down the field if you need him to. They have 2 of the best players in the league on their defense, Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey. But let me say this defense does concern me a little bit. I had really, really high expectations for this defense coming into the season, but they haven't played up to those expectations. They're still one of the better defenses in the league, but they are really, really bend don't break. They bend a lot, and that makes me a little nervous. So next, I have the Cowboys, and yes, I know a lot of Cowboys fans are subscribed, and yes, Cowboys fans, I do feel you guys have a chance to win the Super Bowl this season. This offense is one of the hardest to keep up with in the league. There's literally 2 number 1 wide receivers on this offense. This run game looks unstoppable. Dak is amazing. And currently, right now, we're heading into week 8, and the Cowboys are averaging the most points scored per game in the NFL. This defense is playing way, way, way better than they played last season. They are creating turnovers, but still, this defense does concern me a little bit, just like with the Rams, but this offense, it's going to be tough to keep up with, even if you can score versus this defense. I gotta say this though, McCarthy's coaching makes me a little nervous. His time management, his use of timeouts, I don't know, that makes me a little nervous. So the Ravens are looking really good this season, even though they're coming off a bad loss versus the Bengals. But Lamar is just so hard to stop. I mean, his deep ball really does look great this year. He's really not afraid to throw it down the field. Him and Marquise Brown are really having a great connection going long on those go routes and stuff. Rashad Bateman, he just played his 2nd NFL game, I believe. It was his 2nd, right? His 1st or his 2nd. He's back from injury, and he already seems to have a connection with Lamar. So I think this passing offense is going to look even better. And obviously, Lamar can improvise. Lamar can run. He can make a play happen when there is no play there. So it's just going to be so hard for a team to game plan and stop Lamar, especially because, like I said, his deep ball is looking great this year. This defense really just has to play better than they played versus the Bengals, because they did not play good versus the Bengals, and this defense needs to step up if they're going to make it to the Super Bowl. And what about Justin Tucker, though? If you have to hit a 50-yard field goal to go to the Super Bowl, who would you pick to attempt that field goal? It would be Justin Tucker, right? So Justin Tucker is just really important to this team as well. Obviously, I have to have the Cardinals on this list, the only undefeated team left in the NFL right now. Kyler Murray, he's another quarterback who is great at improvising, and he just has a crazy ability to extend plays, avoid defenders, just avoid sacks, really. It's crazy what he can do. A 3rd and 20 for him is really like a 3rd and 10, and some of the throws he has made this season have been just absolutely incredible. This offense is just so good. It's so fast, this offense, and this defense is showing that they're legit too. Then I have the Bills. So the Bills are really good on both sides of the ball. Their offense is really good and their defense is really good, and they're a really balanced team, I guess you could say, in regards to both sides of the ball. Both sides of the ball are playing really well. I want to see them establish the run more, though, because I feel like they're doing a little too much with Josh Allen so early in the season. Because remember, it's a 17-game season now, and you want to make sure Allen is feeling good for the playoffs and you're not having him throw the ball over 50 times like they did in week 1. And I feel like whenever Allen runs with the football, he's taking hits a lot of the time. So let's see if they can establish the run a little more. I know they're like a pass-first offense, but try to establish the run a little more. But if Allen keeps playing the way he has been playing this season, they're going to have a really good chance to get to the Super Bowl and win the Super Bowl. So next on my list, I have the Chargers. Yes, I know they're coming off a pretty bad loss versus the Ravens. My biggest concern with this team is their run defense. Their run defense isn't very good, and if a team can just run all over this defense, that's going to be a problem. But the good news is Justin Herbert plays offense and he plays quarterback on this team. I don't know why I said he plays offense, but he is the quarterback of this team and he can literally make every single throw. So this offense is really good. They are really, really aggressive on 4th down, and they never seem to play scared at all. So I like their chances to make it to the Super Bowl. Last but not least, I have the Packers. Aaron Rodgers is playing the way he played last season, the year he won MVP. This offense looks really, really good. The defense is really the question, especially because they have injuries on this defense. Hopefully Jair Alexander can play again this season. I mean, that would be a huge boost to this secondary. But I want to see if this defense can get healthy, because if this defense can get healthy, this team can definitely make the Super Bowl. But if they can't, Aaron Rodgers is going to have to, put up more than 30 points per game in the playoffs. So that is it for this video, guys. Make sure you drop a thumbs up, comment down below. Let me know who you think is going to win the Super Bowl, and subscribe. Peace. Hey. I think I just broke this. Oh my gosh, the lens is loose.